the longtime Republican argument in favor of more states' rights and less federal control has been a lie for decades. They want more states' rights unless the states want to protect access to abortion. Then they want a national abortion ban. They want states' rights unless a state is one of the ones that participates in a shutdown during a global pandemic. And then they want the government to force them to open back up. Remember when Trump was posting on Twitter to liberate your state capitals? They want states' rights when it comes to damn near everything until a state says, "All right, we're going to allow same-sex couples to wed in our state." Then they're like, "No, that's not right." And now we're seeing it when it comes to states' abilities to control data centers and AI within their state's borders.
States' rights, except when Donald Trump signs an executive order banning the states from making any laws that would regulate AI. In response, Senator Bernie Sanders from the great state of Vermont has called for a nationwide moratorium on large AI data center construction.
Good.
Because, you can't really regulate AI if they can't execute the AI in the first place because they don't have a building to run the AI in. And to justify this call to action, Bernie is citing the fact that a data center runs about as much electricity as 1.2 million homes do.
Mm-hmm.
It uses as much water as 18.5 million homes. Nobody seems to like the AI except the oligarchs and Trump. Ground News has summarized articles about AI data centers being built across this nation, and there are a couple places where we see consistency. 1, community resistance to AI data centers. Folks are concerned about resource strain and economic displacement. There's widespread recognition that AI expansion threatens job security because corporations keep coming out here and bragging that they will openly plan workforce reductions. Now, just like me, you may still have some questions about AI, like how much do these data centers increase your electricity bill, or will AI data centers actually reduce job opportunities? Can my community even afford to host an AI data center, and what safety risks do these centers bring to local communities? Ground News helps you think through all of these questions by aggregating from reporting to come up with the most common answer. So, mystery solved, electricity bills have already surged in areas with high concentrations of data centers. They are already seeing price increases in Virginia, Illinois, and Ohio. Ground News also lets me see the bias distribution on these reports that are providing these answers. The partisanship on reporting about AI data center problems is decidedly left-wing. There is only one right-wing outlet that had reported on this. And as you can see, that right-wing bias is deeply showing. The outlet says Bernie Sanders wants to pause new data centers to stop the economy from growing so much. The socialist senator wants a moratorium on new data centers to slow artificial intelligence and robotics industries down, please. The far left outlets do it too. They let their bias fly, and that's why I like seeing where this stuff comes from. Here, the headline reads, Sanders champions those fighting back against water-sucking, energy-draining, cost-boosting data centers. Ground News provides immense value to me as a curious person, not just in the news gathering, but also in the figuring out how all of these stories connect. What used to take me hours to do an analysis and endless.
Obviously, you should be following V. Go check out Ground News. But the point of the video is, A, they only want states' rights when it's convenient for them, when the states make the decisions that they want. And B, these AI centers, these data centers, are becoming a problem. We have another town right next to us. We're in Shanahan. The town next to us is Minooka, Minooka. We're kind of like sister cities. We act as one big town. Minooka is putting in a data center against the wishes of the people because we've seen the resource strain, the water that it uses, the electricity spikes. Our electricity bills are already going up. And they're going to continue to go up. They're going to drain our resources and cause more demand for the resources, causing us to pay more for the resources that we want. Nobody wants it. Now, there are obviously some board members in the next town that want it, including a new young board member who is in that industry, who's in that realm, and pushed very hard for this data center. So everybody in Minooka and Shanahan, when your electricity prices spike, when they skyrocket and they have to parse back the amount of water that you're using, especially people in Minooka, remember that when it comes time to elect your new board.